I know, I hear you loud and clear, Chibits. I just woke up like 30 minutes ago and saw a bunch of messages saying, where's the Yamada review? I hear you, don't worry. I overslept this morning. I completely overslept, and yeah, here I am right now. So, anyways, this episode of Yamada. Oh, man. I've read some of the manga. I actually went and read past Volume 1 and read more of the manga. My god, the changes are so different. I don't want to really focus on that, but the changes are so crazy. But it's really good. I'm loving the anime, but the changes, though, my god. Like, it's like an entirely new series, kind of like a new spin on the series. And this episode, no exception to that rule. I mean, it's doing its own take on everything, and I'm personally enjoying the route it's doing. I mean, I don't know how manga readers feel, but personally, I'm enjoying how the anime is handling this. Now, when it comes to this episode of Yamada and the Seven Witches, the main focus is on our main male character trying to figure out how to get his body swapping power back. He's trying to hunt down Odagiri and get his power back. We come to find out, though, with this episode, our main male character, he doesn't actually have the power to swap bodies. He has the power to copy. And that reveals a very interesting perspective about this series, because that would mean that our main female character, she swaps bodies. Our main male character is the copier. He copies powers. And with Odagiri, she pretty much, she charms everybody. So, it's kind of like our main male character, Yamada. He can't be affected by charms and stuff like that, from what we can understand through kissing. So this dude is kind of immune to charming and stuff like that, because if the Odagiri was to actually kiss him, he wouldn't be affected, but she would be affected. So, interesting, very interesting. So yeah, I did not expect to see that type of event happen in this episode. You know, a backfire of her power, along with seeing how he can't really be affected by charming and stuff like that. And that's kind of like one of the main things that was going on with this episode. It also tried to reveal some characterization and backstory for our main male character. Now, the character Ushio, I think that's his name, he's part of the other side that's running for student council president. Odagiri's running for student council president, and he's working with her. Well, you have it to where he gets some backstory and characterization with Yamada. We come to find out that those two used to hang out all the time when they first got to that high school, and eventually events happened, shit happened, they got into some fights, they saved Odagiri, which was very obvious. You could tell that they saved her, and eventually one thing led to another, to where he kind of turned on his friend Yamada and, you know, set him up to be suspended. That's what happened. And he fell in love with Odagiri, and we are here now with the story. So yeah, I mean, I understand Yamada's perspective. I understand why he is like he is now, because if you think about it, he's alone thanks to someone he used to call a friend, Ushio. So that's pretty fucked up if you think about it. I mean, what if this dude that you cared about and, you know, was your friend, just turned against you and made the entire school hate you, call you a delinquent, and get you suspended? You'd be kind of pissed and salty about that. I know for a fact I would. So, now you understand what happened and why Yamada was kind of in his situation and being looked upon as if he was a delinquent or someone that should just be feared. That's why he got that reputation, was because of him. And also is kind of partially majority of Odagiri's fault why he is in that situation. So that's about it when it comes to that scene. Now, the episode overall, you get to see how our main female character, she wants to swap bodies, and you see, like, there probably is some form of romance progression going on. Like, you see how she does a slight blush. I don't really know if she's in full love with our main male character yet, but judging by the way this episode was done, the way they showed her and how, you know, she wanted him to kiss Odagiri to get rid of the charming effect and stuff like that, it was really interesting how she looked at that. It really was. So, I'm liking how she's slowly starting to develop feelings, even though you can't really tell, you can slightly tell that she is developing feelings for our main male character, Yamada. So, yeah, that's about it when it comes to that. Animation overall, when it came to this episode, fuck, man, it's Yamada-kun. It has some good animation. I mean, definitely it complements the manga. After seeing some of the manga and looking at the animation is really damn good. The animation couldn't be any better for the series. It really fits the tone and atmosphere that the series tries to portray, along with how the music is done too. The music is my type of music, especially for Yamada, and it complements all these different comedy scenes. So that's about it. I mean, how do you feel about this week's episode of Yamada? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? How do you feel about the plot reveal of the 7 witches being in the school and being hunted down, and they're going to have to do research to figure out who it is? Let me know. You all have a wonderful day or not, wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.